The moon doesn't change color. Your atmosphere does this to it. Here's the physics no one explains. You've seen it. A massive glowing orange moon sitting right on the horizon. It looks huge. It looks different. Some people call it a blood moon, but it's not a blood moon. It's not an eclipse. It's not even a different moon. Watch what happens as it rises. Orange, gold, yellow, white. Same moon, same night. So what's actually happening? When the moon is directly overhead, its light passes through about 10 kilometers of atmosphere to reach your eyes. That's thin. Almost nothing gets filtered out. The moon looks silver white, its natural color. The same Earth cross-section now shows the light beam entering at a shallow angle near the horizon. The beam travels through a much thicker section of atmosphere. The visualization clearly shows the dramatic difference in atmospheric thickness. The beam path is highlighted in white, and the atmosphere shows subtle layering and density variations. Numbers appear showing 10 kilometers for the vertical path and 380 kilometers for the horizontal path. But when the moon is near the horizon, that same light has to travel through up to 380 kilometers of atmosphere, 38 times more air, and air isn't invisible, not at that thickness. Elegant scientific animation showing white light entering the atmosphere and separating into component wavelengths. Blue and violet light scatter in multiple directions, shown as small blue arrows bouncing away, while red and orange light continues straight through, shown as a focused red-orange beam. The visualization is clean, professional, and scientifically accurate. The background shows a realistic atmospheric gradient. This is called Rayleigh scattering. Nitrogen and oxygen molecules in the atmosphere scatter short wavelengths, blue and violet light, in every direction. They bounce away before reaching your eyes. But long wavelengths, red and orange, pass straight through. The more atmosphere the light travels through, the more blue gets stripped away and the redder the moon appears. Physicists describe this with the Beer-Lambert law. Each wavelength of light has an optical depth, how strongly the atmosphere absorbs it. Red light at 630 nanometers has an optical depth of 0.054. Blue light at 470 nanometers, 0.163. 3 times higher. Multiply that by the air mass, how many atmospheres the light passes through, and you get the transmission. At the zenith, air mass is 1. At 10 degrees altitude, it's 5.6. At the horizon, 38. Plug in the numbers. At 60 degrees altitude, red transmits at 97%, blue at 91%. The moon looks white. At 15 degrees, red 83%, blue 59%, golden. At 2 degrees above the horizon, red 13%, blue 0.2%, deep blood red. Blue light is essentially gone. But altitude isn't the only factor. Humidity matters. Water vapor adds aerosol particles that scatter all wavelengths, a process called mini-scattering. On a humid night, the moon looks even redder at the same altitude because there's more stuff in the air blocking light. Dust does it too. After a volcanic eruption or a wildfire, particulates in the atmosphere can turn the moon deep crimson even when it's high in the sky. And fog creates something different entirely, a luminous halo around the moon, where light bends and scatters through water droplets. The website moontimenow.com actually computes this in real time for any city on Earth. It uses the Beer-Lambert law with real Rayleigh optical depths, factors in humidity from live weather data, and renders the moon in its actual apparent color, from silver white to blood red, based on exactly where you are and how high the moon is right now. One more thing, the moon near the horizon also looks enormous. That's not Rayleigh scattering. That's your brain lying to you. It's called the moon illusion. The moon is the same angular size regardless of altitude, about half a degree. But when your brain sees it next to trees, buildings, and the horizon line, it interprets it as being larger. Hold up a coin at arm's length next to a huge horizon moon. It's the same size as always. The moon doesn't change. The universe between you and the moon does. 38 atmospheres of nitrogen, oxygen, water vapor, and dust, painting the same silver rock a different color every single night. See what color the moon is from your city right now. moontimenow.com